And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Pedri. Martin. And it's Koundé. Now it's Yamal. Gonzalez. Dani Olmo. That pass isn't the best. Barcelona have a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
Alvarez. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Lewandowski. Goes for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Knocks it into space. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. Yamal's cross. Oh, he's been... And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Lewandowski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Longley. And Gonzalez. Nice bit of trickery. He's got away. Cross it, he's got tall! He will be livid with himself. Koundé threads one in. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Koundé gets into some space. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Gonzalez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kubasi. And back to the goalkeeper. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Longley spots it and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. Alvarez providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Incoming delivery. Oh, that was vital.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Lamine Yamal clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Rafinha. And this is Lewandowski. That's good play. Rafinha. And it's De Jong. And it's Koundé. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's managed to get free.
Barcelona really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Molina is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's an imaginative pass. Gonzalez looking to run onto it. Chance! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's had a hit! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Gonzalez. Now it's Alvarez. And that's been repelled. Jimenez does really well to win the ball there. In towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Kubasi. It's Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Longley. Nice-looking ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Lewandowski. Played out towards the right wing. And it's made its way to him. It's a promising position. Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And it's Molina. Fired deep towards... Terrific header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Yamal.
2 minutos de descuento.
Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. Played out to the left flank. That's been cut out, well played. Can he spark a counter here? Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Pedri. Pedri crosses. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19.
Second period then underway.
El dorsal 9. Cambio de jugadores.
Koundé. Balde. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Balde is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now that's well seen too. That is good alertness. Tries to pass it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lopez swings it across. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Pings it across. Gonzalez. Surlot. Christensen cuts it out.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pedri. Lopez crosses it in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Rafinha plays it short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Rafinha. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Fermin. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Longley. And Gonzalez. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Hit into the middle. Up he goes! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Alex Molina. And that looks a decent ball. Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. And this is Lewandowski. He's picked his way through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Kubasi. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. Takes the shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Aims beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. That'll be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Yamal! Strong running down that left flank. Now, can they get him away? No, it's come to nothing. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pedri. Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot, surely! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Rafinha gets into a good position. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Gonzalez. He's shifting through the gears here. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from...
Great chance! No mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's intervened well there. Half an hour gone in the second half. And no, that was never going to make it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking to play him in. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal looking to get on the end of this.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Molina. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ambitious ball here. Fermin. And here's the chance to counter. Longley. Somewhat off target. De Jong. And it's Balde. And Rafinha looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. He rises! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Gonzalez. It's a promising position. Oh, it's Sorlot. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he'd used up all his chances, hadn't he, Peter? I mean, he was never going to get away with that one.
Now, this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. He's gone for goal. That was travelling. Balde. Can he get it through? Knocks it into space. Fermin in acres of space. Real chance! They are queuing up to have a go here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Short changes him with that pass. Looking for a runner. Back into the middle. He's on it. Can he get away? Spread it left. Shot at goal! More pressure on the opposition goal. It's a searching pass. Looking for options for movement. Back it goes. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Longley.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Charlotte. And it's Pedri. Fermin. Rashford. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Crosses it in, big header! Harmlessly behind. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Dispone de un circuito cerrado de televisión para garantizar su seguridad.